Hey YouTube, this is Lucky from Lucky and Butt Wipe on Twitch TV, and today I'm going to bring you guys a short little video giving you guys my advice on three of probably the most important topics when it comes to how to win in the Trials of Osiris. And the three topics are this: 1. Connection, 2. Weapons, and 3. Strategy. Alright, the first thing I want to go over is your connection. Your connection is incredibly important when playing online in anything, but especially in PvP, because if your opponent's connection is really good and yours is poor, then you're going to have a problem, because you're going to experience a lot of lag and it's going to be difficult to get the kills that you need. And in Trials of Osiris, losing is not a good thing. You need to win as many matches as you possibly can. Alright, so the first thing involving connection is make sure you're connected with direct connection, which means an Ethernet port is connected from your router directly into your console. That's really important. It also shouldn't extend any longer than 50 feet. If it extends any longer than 50 feet of an Ethernet cord, then it's going to experience some bit of lag. Anything is better than wireless though. Having an Ethernet cord directly connected from your wireless router into your console is the best. Alright, and along with that as well would be where your teammates are located. As we know, for the Trials of Osiris, you have to have 2 teammates, and if you choose teammates that are situated closely to you, it's going to help you in your connection. It's going to help you in your success rate as well. I live on the West Coast, and so I have teammates that are on the West Coast, and this helps me because they're going to have a better connection. If you can get teammates that are on the same area as you, in the same general vicinity, then you're going to be able to have a better connection when playing the Trials of Osiris. Alright, moving on. Tip number 2 is involving weapons. Now when it comes to weapons, there's a large variety of weapons to choose from in Destiny. There's tons of exotics and even more legendaries. But for the most part, when it comes to competitive play, prior to the Trials of Osiris, the Thorn and the Last Word stand out above all other weapons. They are truly probably the very best weapons that you can use, because primary ammo you're going to have more than any other ammo, and so you're going to need to have your primary to be your best weapon, your exotic weapon, and there really aren't any weapons better than the Thorn or the Last Word, and you see them used a lot in competitive play. So I would suggest using either one of those two, or something similar to that, maybe the Hawk Moon if you don't have those options, or even if you have Timur's Lash or some other hand cannon, something to that equivalent would be good. Your secondary, snipers, and shotguns both work hand in hand really well. However, shotguns have a huge advantage over snipers because the sniper will shoot someone from a far distance, and that enables revives more so than the shotgun. If you shotgun someone, you're obviously very close to them, and from that point you should be able to keep the opponents from reviving the teammates. So shotguns have an advantage over snipers, but you can use both, and it's good within your team to mix and match. Lastly, the heavy weapon. Use a rocket launcher. Don't use a machine gun. This is very important. It's very difficult to use a machine gun, and it's very important to use a rocket launcher, and I'll go even farther and make sure that your rocket launcher has hand grenades and horseshoes. This is a perk that allows you to essentially miss, and your rocket will still blow up if it's just somewhat near your opponent. So it's really important to have a rocket launcher and to have hand grenades and horseshoes. You can re-roll your weapons now, so you should be able to re-roll a lot of the new expansion rocket launchers to get that perk. Alright, the last thing I'm going to go over is strategy. Now I see a lot of different teams with really poor strategy. What they do is they spawn and they sit in their spawn, or they hide and they go backwards after they spawn. It's really important to push forward in the game. You need to push forward and take control, because if you sit in your spawn and get kills from a far distance, like I mentioned before, your opponent is going to get the revives, and so you're not making much progress. What you need to do is you need to push forward on your opposing team, and you need to get those kills and stay on top of the bodies that you killed so that no revives can happen. This is really important to have an aggressive strategy. If you don't have an aggressive strategy, then you're going to constantly get a few kills here and there, but revives are going to happen over and over again, and this isn't good. You need to have an aggressive strategy overall. Alright, hopefully this advice helps you guys. If it does, let me know. Post any comments down below. I will answer any and all comments. If you guys like this video, if it helped you out in any way, please give the video a like. I greatly appreciate it. And lastly, I'll say that if you're looking for a team, you can always come to my stream. We have LFG working inside the chat, and we help people who enter into our giveaway, and we help them give them a free spot in trials. And so we help people get flawless. So you're more than welcome to do that. And that's all. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.